new HellRaisers roster fighting against a European Windigo mix. It's all on the line, Harry. It's all up in the air. Who's taking the series?
I honestly couldn't tell you. I mean, that's the thing. We've only seen these two teams face against the big dogs in the group thus far. And this is really the best chance we get to see in terms of benchmarking them. And also this one, as you say, decides who ends in that relegation spot. And considering we've seen bright sparks from both of these new rosters, considering we've had big moments from either side, it's a little bit of a sour thought that, you know, one of these teams will be dropping out, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. And it's all on the line here, heading into train, pistol round underway. Windigo over on that T side. HellRaisers electing for the CT side start on their opponent's map pick. Nothing out of the ordinary here. And early on, lots of presence for Windigo towards this B side of the map. Mirbit still waiting with his smokes and Molotov over towards that A site. Wonder if he's going to look to throw that in and maybe sell a bit of a fake here.
Seems to be the case. Scooby now inside of B, committed with a triple interior setup here from HellRaisers. Hanging around. Nothing been spotted on A, so it does free up a lot of the map here for HellRaisers, but we've got Nuki just jiggling. He's got to watch both T-Con and Pop, so if Windigo did go back, that would be down to him to stop the tirade of Ts. Windigo now fully grouped up in B, and with all this utility, should be a nice execute, but HellRaisers triple setup. What can Angel do up close?
This Molotov gonna come in and look to burn out any rotations on that connector push. Flarich given some chances here and will take the first man down. Will they be ready for Angel inside of the site? I certainly think so. Scooby, probably the man that we've seen step up most often for HellRaisers here. The first man into the retake, and now the rotations arriving from Nuki and Crush. The pace has to pick up a bit now for HellRaisers as that bomb almost half-ticked. Haji going aggressive at the oil train will get shut down. Calyx back in the bomb site, makes quick work of Scooby. And Nuki was able to get that trade. The fuse kit now retrieved as well. Smoke on the bomb, Mirbit up in heaven just to try and deny this, and knife out. Oh, yeah, there we go. Knife found. Windigo, they'll get the pistol.
Got scary for a second though when he struggled to find him, but pretty clear inside of the smoke. And Windigo, a messy pistol round, but it works out wonderfully. Closing it out in the one-on-one. That Molotov missing because of the smoke. Looked like it could have cost them the entire round, but HellRaisers not able to stick the defuse, and it's going to be a force buy in round number 2. Pretty common here on the CT side of train. We got double scouts as well. Nuki can get armor behind that, but he opts not to, saving for his ore. Windigo, oh my god, there's a lot of rifles here. T-side round 2, 5 rifles, no SMGs, no nades, they're just taking it dry, and that might not favor them. A kill coming out from Scooby, but Poison quick on the response. He scouts tagging up 2 of these T players. The Deagle's now far more deadly than usual. Poison gets another opener, and Windigo get a plant.
Yeah, now in the retake, this double scout not looking too valuable. Scooby loses his, and Flarich looking to try and retrieve it. Calyx closing the gap. The scout hunter, as he plucks them both from this round, Flarich has at least retrieved that. But that will be all he can take with him if he does indeed look to save this Deegan armor, and that will be the decision made. He'll back out of this round. Windigo going to go 2-0 up to start this one. Keeping 4 players alive as well. In spite of that early damage that comes through from the scouts, they're not able to find much from it. And this should be that nice little 3-0 start that Windigo were hoping for over on the T side, solidified, as they're not going to be running into much in this round.
Yeah, very important that they, come out that round with 4 alive as well, right? With everyone investing in rifles, every kill that HellRaisers gets, that's a gun that they can potentially pick up and save, and that's also a big investment out of the hands of Windigo with not much money left to show for it. So luckily no guns picked up there by HellRaisers. Flarich giving the scout to Nuki here and running with the Deeg armor. Ooh.
Oh my word.
Any more? Flarich has one, but he's on B, so Calix will survive another day, although Nuki finding that shot to Hachi. Can he follow up? No. Poison with the trade and long ranges with these pistols, but the AK's more than versatile. Poison's down to 50. Another plant here for Windigo, though, should be afforded with little to say about that in the form of HellRaisers. They're just in for damage and mostly getting damage rather than giving it out. Crush is gone, and this will be the quick one for Windigo, it seems. Ooh.
Oh, Flaric, Deagle. Oh, maybe. But there's the peek from Mearbit to solidify that round. He gets a little dicey with lots of damage getting inflicted. There was definitely a chance to find even more there for HellRaisers. Unfortunately, not really having anything to do that damage with, as you were saying. Now we get to see the AWP over in the hands of Nuki. There will not be one for Poison to play with here. Poison is a delight on train, by the way. I love watching him on this map.
Yeah.
And so, honestly, same can be said for Nuki. I overlooked that fact. This is going to be such a fun AWP duel to watch when we finally get it come through. But this round, fast play from Calix, and Angel tries to go through that smoke, not anticipating Calix to have really kicked this round up a notch, and he's just barreling into this site. Finally, Scooby shuts him down. Oh, doubling up before the trade is found, courtesy of Mr. Mearbit from behind the E-box. That nade could find great damage, but instead it's nothing more than a parting gift, a little tickle onto Mearbit. 3-on-3, all three players for HellRaisers at this A side of the map, and Windigo, they pumped the brakes. They're waiting for these CTs to move into their crosshairs, and Poison somehow comes out on top in that fight. Thankfully, Flaric and Crush have put this back in the advantage of HR.
Yeah, but they don't know where Mearbit is. He got a kill earlier in the round, but he's gone unknown for so long. Now spotted and being flanked. Flaric is behind. He should have this kill as long as Mearbit doesn't get a repeat. And Flaric is there to seal the deal, finalize the fate, and pick up a first round here for HellRaisers. Actually, having a lot of players on that A site there. And staying alive for a good amount of time, you know, backing off into old bomb, playing safe inside the connector. That was a good decision because you could see Hachi getting flashed down behind the back of green to really aggress and try and finish off those players. HellRaisers don't give them the fights they want, and they will succeed with getting a CT side round. Nuki keeps that AWP as well, and Windigo don't have one of their own just yet.
Windigo completely negating this outside area in this round. Instead, now focusing all their attention toward this B bomb site. Scooby down in Pop Dog. He'll be available to come in on this very, very fast flank. You're looking at Angel and you're looking at Flaric to hold the line here at B and buy some time for Nuki to get into position over at that connector. Angel, he'll stand the test of time as he's shut down 3. Haji suddenly thrown into this in a 1-on-4, and Nuki allowed to rotate when that Molotov fades, will be quick to deliver death there to that Windigo side.
That is not a fist bump, but it will do. HellRaisers will take it. And big kills from Angel as well, right? Most experienced player coming into this team, and he's been through so many HellRaisers rosters. Nice to see him still being able to hold the line and show up individually. Pistols now for Windigo, they've got to concede one. Got to make sure those windows are broken. Oh, so important.
I'm glad that I'm not the only one who has to do that at the beginning of every round.
Yeah. There's nothing worse than when you plant on B and you go, break those T-spawn windows, man.
Yeah, it's even worse when you lose the round then, because the last guy, me, is still in spawn. He ran all the way back to go break him.
Yeah. You have a molly, Harry. It's default. Throw it.
Gotta molly the windows, mate.
Never know who can be hiding up there in those little watchtowers. Well, in his own watchtower on top of the oil train is Angel with a Krieg. 2 of them on the CT side. We've really made a note to talk about how lethal these guns are once they're handed over to counter-terrorists. And Scooby, oh, he just missed Mearbit getting out into Olaf. But yeah, the thing is, you can get that position, but these are Glocks. You know, you're not going to find much with that. Calix getting a dig onto the B-bomb site might open up an opportunity, a window here for Windigo, but Flaric shuts it right in their face. Scooby even dropping Mearbit down on B, and 1 by 1. This starts to fall apart for Windigo. They're going to get a double. Fair enough. I thought Flowers would get there in time, but the stick coming through, and even though HellRaisers take their third round, Windigo, with almost no investment into that one, they're more than happy with $800.
Yeah, I mean, they invest that $700 in the Deagle, and that's it. That's all they have in that round, and they find a bomb plant on the back of it. So, jolly good showing from Windigo, in spite of having nothing. They get out of that round with exactly what they wanted. I'm liking this Flourish Angel B hold that we've got. That site's been on lockdown 9 times out of 10, and Windigo back in with the investment here. Poison, AWP in hand. We might get to see this duel between him and Nuki here in round number 7. Poison set up down towards Ivy. Smoke to extinguish that Molotov, and he'll wait ever patiently for a peek that shouldn't come through. Crush is there, and he's just going to smoke it off.
Yeah, careful on that cross. They are spamming it. Calyx getting boosted on top, so if the Crush cross comes through, Calyx should be there to get rid of him, and he is. That opens up a big opportunity now for Windigo. HellRaisers need to be careful. Scooby was swapping weapon. Doesn't want to get caught, but he does. They fall right after that molly, and he looks away to check T-Con. Will come to regret that. Nuki gets aggressive with the AWP and trades into a 3-on-4, but there's 2 more players coming down Ivy. Calyx hasn't even been dealt with either. Nuki on some big flank right now. This could pay off for him. He could even cut off that bomb that is yet to leave T-spawn. Hachi on the E-box. Nuki, as he's seen him, will walk right past. Flourish getting 2 as they get caught out with nades in their hands. And what is this round? What is happening? Nuki is still in T-spawn. That bomb is going up through the stairs, and Hachi is on the site.
And somehow no one knows where Haji is. He's been able to dodge all these crosshairs that are so desperately looking for him. They think that both players have left the A site, so Haji now, this round is in his hands. He decides whether this is a round for Windigo or this is a round for HellRaisers, and Flourish getting that trade. Well, now this could be a HR round after all. Bubble gonna get that bomb planted. Missed the bomb plant here. Backing away, does have a flashbang to try and slow down this retake at least, and he gets into the post plant up on the rafters here. A difficult situation for HellRaisers to be in. It's that Molotov on Flourish that could be so valuable in this situation, but he's throwing it in towards the bomb site. And because they didn't see him cross, do they still think he's there? They're taking their time, they're clearing these angles, and now only just getting on this bomb. He takes that peek, can't quite find the damage though, as Flourish fast on the trigger. 4 kills in that round, the hero for HellRaisers.
He played that so well, man. That wrap from Bubble getting up into heaven, not just randomly peeking. So many players attempted to do that. Nuki was holding heaven for so long in that 2v1, and he just didn't budge. He didn't move. He didn't give them an opportunity, waiting till he could hear them on that bomb to even consider taking a fight. But I think that Flash almost somewhat gives away his position. I'd love to see the initial peek just come through dry. And the reason being is, if someone's on the bomb, if they're sticking it, which they were, you know, that diffuser is covered by 1 player. Flourish can only watch ramp or heaven. He's got a 50-50 it, but the flash gives away the fact that Bubble's in heaven. So just an idea. Obviously, it's still a gamble. You don't know if they're sticking the bomb or if they're watching both positions. So tried his best. 4-3. HellRaisers up around, and no AWP hit for Windigo. They're just going quickly into the B bomb site. Flash is going to be set up for Bubble. Flourish, he's been very good on this B site before. Let's see if he can keep it up. The Flash does send him packing for now, but he can re-peek off the back, and Nuki's actually got him covered. Flourish only getting 1, but Nuki with a double. He's being wrapped from upper, and he doesn't realize Hachi keeping this one in the question. Windigo with an open bomb plant, and Hachi can save this round once again, but the spray not converting a kill. Teammate has to come in and save him. Bubble gets 1. Hachi trading, but he doesn't expect the re-peek from a 3rd. All 3 players from HellRaisers conga lining into that B bomb site, and another round on the retake.
That's why they say there's safety in numbers. All 3 grouping, and they win the round from it. HellRaisers putting up a formidable CT side right now. Windigo. Looks like they've called a tactical timeout here. Some input from Shockwave, the man stood behind them. And I'm loving what we're seeing out of Flaric right now.
Yeah.
He's had some pretty quiet games in the Pro League thus far. He hasn't been providing the numbers that we know that he can. And so here on Train, him finding his footing, looking so damn good, that sets a very, very promising tone for HellRaisers. On the other side of things, I'd love to see some more of these faster plays from Calix if possible, right? Like, I loved how deep this man is able to get on the train yards. He's gotten out through Olaf in a lot of these rounds. This time he's over towards Ivy. Calix is the guy in this Windigo squad who you can just throw at a bomb site. You can just throw into these chaotic situations, and that's where he looks to thrive. That's kind of always been the case for him, even thinking back to that old Space Soldiers lineup.
All that time ago. Rest in peace. Gone but not forgotten, Harry.
I'm just really glad that there's, you know, you've got Zentares looking good right now over in Big. You've got Calix now with Windigo looking good.
And stop there.
And, well, no, because then outside of Space Lodge, obviously, then you got Woxic as well in Mouse Sports. So we are getting, like, this rise of the Turkish CS scene.
Well, right now, Windigo are taking Ivy. This has been conceded because HellRaisers have time advantage. Crash going all the way back towards CT. Very, very passive round in this one. Windigo going to flash their way through. Nuki's watching it. Molotov is perfectly timed. They've got to go through it, though. They can't afford to wait too long. Smoke on top. Nuki missing a shot, but he's followed up with a second kill. Hadji coming late out from main, but he's been spotted, and Scooby swings off the back of that info that Nuki provides. He can't get another kill, but Poison is here with a second. 15 seconds as Crush has retaken Ivy control. He can't stop the bomb plant with that smoke down, but he can come in on the retake. Bubble watching this position. Flaric is there as well. A double man setup, and Flaric has found himself a kill. Bubble 1-on-3 here. He's getting wrapped from T-Spawn. Scooby's come down those stairs, but he's being very loud about it, and Bubble will hear these footsteps. He's just trying to guarantee this first frag. There it is. Now the 1-on-2.
Oh, and from here, he can be so pesky. As long as he's annoying, as long as he's slowing this down, and then he isolates that fight on a Flaric, this is doable for Bubble. Time's ticked away, and Crush. Oh, I think he's got it. There's time for the defuse. HellRaisers narrowly locking in a 6th round over on the CT side. I was very much believing in Bubble there in that clutch. And unfortunately, that wrap back from Crush behind the Brown train catches him by surprise. Now 6-3 up. HellRaisers, not a laughing matter on their CT side of train. This AWP of Nuki's been finding great success. Scooby's been looking good, coming in on the flank in that round there. Admittedly, didn't get anything from it, but the information he gets allowed for more players to be in that A-bomb site. And now the starter found by Nuki and Scooby. That aggression cancelled out almost immediately from Windigo.
Crush has gone above as well. Nice off angle as that molly fades. Mibit's going to check it. Crush gets away with the kill, but the instant trade didn't have his gun out in time. Angel will keep this in the advantage for HellRaisers. Even if he didn't get that frag, it would be, as Bubble is alone in Olaf. Yet to be spotted, yet to be seen. HellRaisers send a B rotate. Flaric is there, but it's not really a worry. Bubble might be able to find the player on the site, but Scooby coming around. Oh, that's awkward angle. Bubble gets away with the kill, but he's so low. And Angel almost finishing off the job. Not quite, though. Bubble gets a chance to fall back and re-engage. Flaric coming down Pop Dog as well. So really nowhere for Bubble to go, but try and gamble his way back towards B. Even if he does, Flaric is there. He could try Ivy, but that's exactly where 2 of these CTs sit.
Yeah, Bubble is really hoping that him disappearing puts that seed of doubt in HellRaisers' mind, right? Because he already spotted Angel over on top of the trains here. He knew that one of these players was towards Ivy. And Angel in with that repeat will make quick work of him. HellRaisers 7-3. Windigo try to change the pace in that round, and it's met with heavy resistance. I imagine we see them go back something a little bit slower now, but I mean, you're looking at this for Windigo, and they haven't really had much that they can look at and say, yeah, that was working for us. You know, we can build off of this. everywhere they've gone, it's come up HellRaisers. And even when they've been getting these bomb plants, even when they've been securing bomb sites, HellRaisers have looked good in the retake.
Well, for now, you definitely can't, have much of a game plan with this. It's just pistols for Windigo. Flarich getting aggressive. He knows he has a spawn and confidently takes his position. Very committed in it, but shouldn't be a problem with Angel down the ramp. And Flarich actually gets out of the dodge. Crush spamming Ivy. Nothing significant in terms of damage, though. That grenade could be, however, just avoided by Bubble in the corner. And HellRaisers not giving Windigo fights. That's really smart of them. There's just passive setups waiting for this AWP to activate. Windigo haven't gone as wide enough yet to spot some of these CTs, but Hachi has found himself a little opening, a little gap, a window. He is so good at this. He's going to go underneath this AWP. Will spot the barrel. There's some info. Can he try and make more than one frag out of this as he flanks towards B? Ah, what a smart play. He could have 2 frags off the back of this information. Oh dear, he spotted 2. He knows there's a player in the connector as well for that fast rotate. Now, getting the kill to Flarich, watching out for upper. Molly to cut off Nuki on that rotate, and Hachi's got the kill as well. Now his team coming down ramp and already getting that bomb plant into the site. Hachi no armor, will fall to Angel, but the trade is already there. Windigo swarmed over B in a 4-on-2.
And for Crush and Scooby, even though they're up against mostly unarmored opponents, this is still a horrible situation for B, and Scooby's going to grab the AWP and run for the hills. And Windigo, especially Hachi, he's so good at catching these timings. He's so good at finding these openers and creating space for this squad. Masterful trigger discipline from him there to find the openers over at B. And secure a round for Windigo that they had absolutely no business picking up.
Ooh. That's a bit of a mop-up for Crush. Trade is in, though. They do keep on to the AWP. But actually, while there is some casualties, more so in the Windigo camp of things, it's worth getting that 1 exit for the cost of 2. They won an eco anyway. They're going to have loads of money. Whereas on HellRaisers, these rounds have come down to the wire occasionally. So while we've got 6K on an odd player and an AWP saved, it's not going to be everyone stacked up with money. That means Windigo are going to have a better economical situation, at least coming into round number 12.
Yeah, and a tactical pause for HellRaisers. They need to try and figure out exactly how Hachi is exploiting these holes in the defense, right? The amount of times we've seen him get behind enemy lines. Thankfully, the first time he did it, it didn't really lead to much for Windigo. But the fact that someone's able to find these holes in the defense so consistently, it wouldn't surprise me if we see HellRaisers prioritize taking that pop dog position from now on to stop Hachi going from plays like that.
Oh, no, he didn't even shoot, did he? No one there anyway. Angel and Flarich pushing top B. They've taken some deep control with the smoke from the connector, thrown early by HellRaisers. Boost up, that was heard. Hachi heard a jump, surely. And left eye peek, Angel is going to be struggling here, even with the SMG. Hachi getting away with that frag, and another one coming down onto the Ivy position as well from Windigo. That was Poison getting an opening kill. Hachi dropped down the pop dog to his death. But still Windigo hold a 4-on-3.
You're still pretty happy about that if you're Scooby, right? You get Hachi, you've got yourself back into this 3-on-4, you've got a foothold now in Pop Dog. That's something to work with. And not only that, you find Hachi going down there. So now HellRaisers go, yeah, okay, we were right. That was a Pop Dog play. We must have just missed the timing. And so now they know where Hachi's been finding these gaps. Rotation round, and that's because of Scooby in this pop dog position that we were just talking about. He can hear footsteps, he can hear these rotations. He won't be able to hear them right now. They're sneaking over. But likewise, he hasn't heard anyone in main. With 35 seconds left, Calix, this flank that he can come in on is going to be huge. At the same time, he could call that this A site is clear. There's not going to be enough time to rotate that bomb round. So it's one of these grim rounds where Windigo know they're walking in to a pretty stacked site. And now this timer on Calix has been activated. There's 15 seconds. If they're going to go for B, they've got to go now. And Calix has to pick up the pace because there's a flank of HellRaisers' own coming in from Scooby.
Oh no!
Flarich not able to deny that bomb plant. Will find one of the players.
Oh.
Calix arriving. from his flank. And now are they ready for Scooby, who's already down the ramp? He's hidden in this smoke, does connect onto Mearbit. He's on the bomb, and Calix has to deny it. He's sticking the defuse, and Calix not finding him before that defuse comes in. Round goes the way of HellRaisers, in spite of Calix's best efforts.
I love that play from Scooby as well, right? What a flank from Calix, but too many smokes down on the bomb site, and it created so much confusion. Calix didn't know if he was sticking it as well, but why not at that point? Calix can just play that bomb forever, considering how open the plant was, and with utilities, Scooby makes the best work of it. 8-4. Orp is now out for Poison again. It's been a long time coming. Nuki has got his to meet him as well. Ivy aggression as well from the CT side. Calix again. This is how he got some opening kills earlier to take down Angel in the sandwich. He is doing the same setup, but finding nothing from it. HellRaisers tucked in into Old Hell. Flash down Ivy, Scooby on the side. Calix spots him. That's a big entry kill here from Windigo. 4 players were on this A site, now diminished to 3, and it's going to be a B play. Flaric is starting to fall back, and this couldn't get worse timing here for HellRaisers. They might read this considering Crush is down Ivy, but at this point, Flaric knows he's spotted players coming down, and he's taking Hadji. Can't follow up as those T's wait for him. Angel on the flank down Olaf kills Calix, but it's another 3-on-3 in this B bomb site.
And one that HellRaisers are going to be spurred on into with that kill onto the flanking Calix. They've equalized out the numbers. They're going to give this one a look in. Bubble holding close to this smoke, and that's a real problem for HR. Poison back at range. Trade found immediately, but Bubble plays the trigger discipline. Crush going to give up his position. Molly on the bomb. All the odds are mounting against Crush. He's doing damage, but not able to get the kill. And there's the trade from Mearbit down the ramp. Immediate trade found, and another round for Windigo secured. Trading these last couple back and forth has actually left this CT money in a pretty bad spot.
I love that play from Windigo, just very simple. Send Calix out, set him up with all the utility. They throw a sandwich smoke, they throw an E-box smoke, they let Calix work down Olaf, and he gets a kill into Scooby, and that just keeps HellRaisers with a solo B setup. Windigo know they can trade at least to a bomb plant. Past that is up in the air, but that's when Windigo succeed in the post plant. Able to cut off those rotations. 5-8. Low money now for HellRaisers. Windigo trying to get the 7-round half, and it is looking more likely by the second with this money on the edge. HellRaisers are double forcing here into the last 2 rounds rather than playing one $3,400 buy. Crush is very lucky to get out of dodge in time, although he doesn't know it. Going above that Ivy smoke with the AWP on Poison. Bubble watching for B aggression. Windigo likely going to end this on A, considering they have no control of those box halls right now. And Crush is going to have to spot this as well. He sees Calix. He might have even seen the bomb right behind him as well. Mearbit was tucking tail right behind this T. HellRaisers now, yeah, they're fully rotating. They're committed. They're convinced on this A-site play.
Thanks to this information that Angel is getting right now. 3 players on the A side of the map, but Poison has already removed 1. Looking for the follow-up. Will get deeked down by Nuki. He's not able to retrieve the AWP, though. HellRaisers would have loved it if he could have got his hands on that. Angel here on this wrap either needs to come up huge or get a kill and retreat with this gun. Whoa. He sees the man in the corner. No head available, but he makes the best case of it. AK now retrieved, and for Angel here, you could almost justify the save, right? 2 versus 3, that bomb's half-ticked, and he's just looking to get out of danger.
Oh, good luck at this point. You've got 2 players holding you down, but Angel just jumping through the little gaps there. Windigo not able to hit the shots, and that will be a gun at least out of this round. Angel, oh sorry, Scooby rather, gets his own down on B as well. He wins a 1-on-1, and HellRaisers, they save 2 AKs or 2 rifles, one of them being Krieg's. That's a really nice round from HellRaisers, considering they come into that with pistol forces and they save guns for the last round. But ultimately, Windigo are absolutely fine with that. They're looking for the 7 rounds on this T side, and still, with only those 2 weapons to play with, HellRaisers don't have a full buy for the last round of the half.
Yeah, those 2 players, getting those 2 kills does make a difference, not just to hold on to the rifles, but they could drop 2 FAMASes or something along those lines, instead electing to throw an MP9 and a scout into the mix and get some utility. Yeah, that's fair enough.
It's just more versatile, right? With a FAMAS, like, you've got like a bad M4. With a scout, you can play that differently. And same story with the MP9 up close. Flaric just playing solo B. Don't want a FAMAS there. Calix, he loves going for this Olaf play and then wrapping back through Sandwich. He's done that 3 times this half, and this time he's just going to go through the smoke. Surely there's a flashbang behind this for Windigo. There it is. He's run right through. No one here to stop him. Scooby's on the site. Nuki's in the connector, but mollied off, and Scooby just dodges, but Calix has seen him. He knows he's got him locked in, a stopper. Angel winning the first duel from an Ivy push to T-spawn. Hachi trading on the site. The bomb being thrown into the open. There's the wrap from Bubble, but he's going to get repeaked. Angel's back up from Ivy with the second kill, and Calix is alone. He may have been the first one out. He'll also be the last to die. Windigo only 6 on the half of the T side of Train. Their map pick here in the series, and HellRaisers make it interesting. Can they take it away? We'll have to see. Join us after the break for the second half of this map.
No pulse and all alone. Time's not kind and it won't let go. No thoughts left in my head. My mind's not mine and it won't forget. But you bring me back from my darkness black. Cause the soul in me and the heart I have for you. It bleeds for you, it beats again. Oh, you bring me to life. 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 Bring me to life. Oh, you bring me to life. Now you bring, oh, you bring, oh, you bring me back to life. Bring me to life. No. I stopped on my side, tried to run on a faulty line. I'm safe only, even though we burn from the light I bleed. But she bring me back, not a heart attack could take away all the love I had for you. It bleeds for you, it beats again. Oh, you bring me to life. 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 Oh, you bring me to life.
50,000 people used to live here. Now it's a ghost town. That's how Train's looking right about now. HellRaisers looking good at the end of that first half, surprising us with a strong CT side. However, toward those kind of bitter ends for them, we did see a couple of rounds put on the board from Windigo. So they recover that.
Yeah.
You know, they were down looking at a kind of 7-3 scoreline at one point in time. Windigo stumbling back to their feet. And this one actually pretty run-of-the-mill as far as scorelines go. Now moving into their CT side, looking to get off to a strong start. You can see Betway edging this one in favor of Windigo right now. HellRaisers looking to beat those odds.
Angel lurking Ivy in this round. HellRaisers just going for a flat B attempt with utility on Crush. He has a molly for the post plant or the connector, one of either. I like it personally for the post plant, but typically CT's buy up smokes for that kit. Bubble has got a smoke, but they've not got a kit. So if this bomb goes down, which it surely will with this B setup, HellRaisers are going to be in a great position to get the pistol round. They've got to get the kills. Actually, re-peeking with the flash. He gets dinked immediately. Down to 12. Molly's gone in towards the connector to cut off that rotation. It gives HellRaisers room to get this bomb down on the site. Scooby tagged up through the train, but he does get deep, and that flash is good. Great utility from HellRaisers in this map so far. 5 on 3. Mirbit and Calix returning fire, and somehow it's all up in the air. It's down to a 2-on-2 in seconds, and that bomb is ticking fast. Windigo, again, not with this kit for the retake.
Got to pick up the pace, and that's hard with Nuki shooting them in the face. Poison 1v2, and he does do some damage, but it's just a tickle, mate. Angel's feet are swollen, swelling, and Nuki's there. Yeah, not the play you wanted from Poison. Just tapping at the little tippy toes as they go up the ramp. Unable to catch that timing onto Angel. Could have been a very different round had that kill come in, but obviously we'll never know. HellRaisers 10-6. As they lock in that T-side pistol round. 4 spy back from Windigo, however. Looks to complicate matters here. Calix, he's got a scout with armor behind it. Poison, throwing one over, saving some extra cash in this round so he can bring that AWP out nice and early as well.
Bubble has caught timing to the pop dog. HellRaisers didn't peek T-Con, but I'm sure they are aware of that possibility. Flarich is just watching for the climb. Not going to come through for now, though. Late round here for Windigo, but only 2 on the B site right now. Nothing too special here for HellRaisers. They're going to lurk up Ivy. They have utility to try and push this scout back. Double peek. Bait from Angel, and Nuki, the one trying to take the fight with that AK. Nice grenade. Chipping away at these outer players are HellRaisers. We're going to see Windigo bring Poison back towards this A site, and it will be an A play by the looks of things for this T side. So walking into a quad stack on the outer bomb site. Both these scouts here. Calix now connector bound. Here come the cavalry.
Yeah, HellRaisers have to move a bit faster now. There's 4 players still for Windigo in this A side of the map. So as they look to make this play come in, 25 seconds and a 4 spy to run up against. Thankfully, Flarich and Angel have alleviated almost all of the pressure. The only man that's gone unaccounted for is Bubble, and Bubble, well, he's popped off. Now only Haji remains, 1v3, 10 seconds left as that bomb plant looks to come in, and they've got him dead to rights. They know where he is. They're knocking on his door, and he's not thrilled about it, but what can he do? 1v3, oh yeah, he's out. He's done.
That will convince him, if nothing else does. We'll at least get another eco here for Windigo, where they're going to have a solo CZ armor. Everyone else pretty lackluster. So HellRaisers likely going to be going 12-6 up here, and this isn't even their map pick carry, so very impressive stuff right now from this roster. Inferno's coming up next. That's a map that Windigo, I mean, at least historically, haven't had a huge amount of success on. Neither team has, right? We don't know HellRaisers' map. They've barely played any maps with this team. But yeah, Windigo only picking up 1 win on Inferno out of their last 5 games there. So it really is kind of important that they take this first map of the series, their pick, their chance to make it interesting. But HellRaisers are not giving them the satisfaction. 11-6. And the eco to give HellRaisers another buffer round.
Yeah, Flarich is looking to pad these stats even more. He's fast out from main. The flashbang meets the eyes of a few unsuspecting onlookers, but it's not enough to give any kills the way of the pistols. This is the cleanup in the A site. Mirbit, he ran down Ivy as fast as his legs could carry him. And now let's see if he's rewarded. He just might be. He's got the entire entourage of HellRaisers in front of him. And there's one. Oh my God, bro, he's dead. There we go.
Yeah, no, the thing is about the CZ, if you don't kill them in the first like 3 bullets, you're dead, because either you start spamming and you miss, or you have to reload and that takes like 45 minutes, so you're dead, or you have to swap weapon and then you're dead. The CZ's bad. Everyone's good with it except me, I think.
Okay, right, yeah.
I'm not a fan, Harry. If you couldn't tell.
The CZ is like the trebuchet of Counter-Strike.
Let's not get into it.
It's one killing blow, but then the reload.
It's better than the catapult. That's how much I can tell you. No one likes a catapult, Harry.
No, not a big catapult fan.
Trebuchets are better than catapults. Come on, what year is this?
I don't know. What year is this?
Oh, it's the 1400s, and we've figured out wood. Bubble. He's figured out more than wood. He is going to nail Scooby into the wall right there. Advantage for Windigo in their first CT rifle round, and more than necessary. Poison's on that orb. More money because he saved in the second round. Ooh, hello. They're going to give him a bit of a peek. No, they're not interested, and rightly so. Hachi's got a nice little off angle onto this site, so he's going to be able to hold the ramp push from afar. HellRaisers don't want anything to do with B, though, and they've bailed from Ivy as well. Angel threw his utility up. That's kept Calyx on this position, but the rest of HellRaisers are grouping up to go to back towards T-Con. 2 smokes and some flashes to get them through the yard, but look at these close positions from Windigo. This is going to be a real problem for HellRaisers to get past. We've got Bubble and Mearbit ready and waiting to trade effectively, and Calyx, once he realizes there's probably not anyone coming down Ivy, he can swivel on the top and try and trade if needed.
This double setup towards Made is perfect. There's no way you're ready for Bubble here. Crush doesn't realize it yet, but oh no. Oh no! The humanity! Angel 1v4, Mac 10 in hand. A man with a plan so often, but this time he'll take one to the dome. And Windigo, they're in with their 7th round. They've still got some fight in them yet.
Yeah, that's a very confident round, and now you see why Windigo picked this map, right? CT side, strong setup. They knew exactly what was going on after they got that initial pick, and no problem to rotate Poison back towards Connector once Windigo realized that it probably wasn't a B play with the time coming so low for HellRaisers. Even getting knifed, Harry. That's humiliating, but tactical pause coming out from HellRaisers, not wanting to let this game slip away from them. They still hold a very significant lead, right? 5 rounds ahead, 4 away from picking up this map and taking us to their pick of Inferno. It's great to see LK behind this team as well, right? Obviously, once a part of Vegas Squadron, that team was great. Everyone knows them, everyone loves them. Also RIP. Gone but not forgotten. Again. Too many old rosters, Harry, that I want back. But for now, the AWP is on Calyx as well. Double AWP on the CT side. Nuki going to try and look for openers. He watches for the pop cross, but he gets tagged by the grenades and stuck in the molly. Poison will finish the kill as Nuki's movement speed is slowed down by that utility. Windigo, a huge opening kill into yet another important rifle round. This is to break HellRaisers' economy, and they're a man up.
Oh, Poison.
How's he here?
He's the king of repositioning. He's the fastest man in the world as he's already up in that B site. This time, not moving, not budging. He'll hold his position here with Haji. And that's the thing, Windigo now being up in this 5-on-3, they can keep 3 players on this A side of the map. Worst case scenario, you're in a 2-on-3 at the B bomb site. Best case scenario, you've got an even battle over towards A. They'll even leave Calyx with that second AWP over in Connector. He's that swing player to move between either bomb site and just look to pad those numbers out even further. Angel's already backing off into T-spawn. And this looks like it's just a save call from HellRaisers.
Yeah, these AWPs have really proven to be a problem. Historically, HellRaisers on this map with this roster, their win percentage of converting rounds after they lose the first kill is only 20%, and that is really not comparable to the 70% win rate after they get the first frag. So considering how many times Windigo have had this AWP just finding an early pick, down towards B or from the connector as we saw here, yeah, HellRaisers, their odds of actually converting anything really dropped significantly. I'd like to see, one of these fast outer plays that Windigo found decent success with getting Calyx in position. Because right now, HellRaisers are playing into this slow style, and Windigo are continually taking 5-on-4s. And there we go, there's a round.
Yeah,
that's all you need to know.
Exactly, right. And that's the thing. If you just dry peek an AWP twice and then that's you out of the round, you know, what is this T side even going to be from HellRaisers?
Yeah.
AWP over in the hands of Nuki. You're really focusing on him now to try and outdo the double AWP over on the side of Windigo. Someone on this team needs to be creating the space, finding these openings. They've at least gotten past Poison. One man has at ramp. With no shot coming in, that gives Poison the chance to blindside Nuki, who was not ready for that AWP to be there. Once again, 4-on-5 for HellRaisers. History is repeating itself before our very eyes.
Windigo have never lost this map, Harry, with this roster. That doesn't bode well for HellRaisers. Even though they are 4 rounds up, they are in a rough spot. B play now coming through. We've got Hadji up close on top of the train. Poison on the back lane. Flaric can't afford to try and peek this AWP once again. Now the play coming down. Molly is good from Windigo. That will keep HellRaisers at bay. And look how much time it's bought. Now we've got a third player inside of this B bomb site, and the smokes are beginning to favour HellRaisers. They'll start running down, and Poison will run them down. 2 kills of the AWP. Bomb dropped. Angel trades. Poison flicked, but it won't connect. And now things are up in the air for HellRaisers. A smoke gap, and Flaric will take it right away, but he gets dropped immediately after. And no bomb for Angel. He wants to back off, but there's no flank, and he hasn't got the package. He can't afford to leave that on the site for too long.
He's been able to grab it, and now looking to get out of the B-bomb site is Angel. Spotted here by the player jump peeking, and he's not going to connect that kill. Now bowing out of B. However, this hasn't exactly left much to the imagination. They saw this, they've read this. Calyx left at the B site while Bubble's already in, and he'll solidify that 9th round for Windigo. Poison, I mentioned coming into this game how he's a treat to watch on train, and he wasn't really delivering in that first half. I thought I'd misspoke, but here we go. These are the moments that we want to see from him.
Yeah, Flaric has a huge round there. He gets 3 kills and then gets dropped by this AWP on a quick peek, and Angel's left to try and outbrain them in the 1-on-2. He's not able to. Doesn't realize how fast that rotation was from Bubble. Very nice from Bubble, right? He gets into position before Angel's even ready for it. And HellRaisers, pistols here and now. This is going to be a 10th round for Windigo, whether you like it or not. That grenade could be very, very good. Yes. Oh, nice return. And now HellRaisers, yeah, okay, they've only got pistols, but they've got an opening kill. This is the first time they've had it in so long. Ooh.
Crush, now they know, and Poison quick on the trigger. Molotov gonna delay this pop push, and oh, it's even worse than that. It isolates Angel. He's already started rotating out, and Flaric gets held back by the Molotov. The timing of that is so unfortunate for HellRaisers. Flaric just waiting for this head to appear over the top of the train. This is a pixel angle, and Meerbit with the AUG. That scope helps him out massively. Just 2 players left for HellRaisers. This round that they were hoping to find some damage in at the very least has not yielded anything close to that. The only kill that comes through is the aggressive Bubble with the MP9 over in Ivy. So money continuing to build up now for Windigo.
Just no response from HellRaisers, right? They had a great start into this half, but since Windigo have had that AWP, there's not been a round on the board for the T side. Clean shots from Windigo. They are looking warmed up and raring to go, and now a pause coming through, I can only assume from the likes of HellRaisers here, and yes, that is the case. Only holding a lead by 2, that has really drifted apart. Well, drifted together, I guess, the scoreline. 12-7 to 12-10.
And that's the thing, you know, if you're not using utility to force these AWPs out of position, if you're not making life difficult for them on that front, then you need your AWPer to look competent up against them. And I don't think I've seen Nuki win a fight over one of these AWPs yet since moving into this second half, so...
He's not really had the AWP. Money's not been there for HellRaisers. Ooh, the confidence is showing, Harry. When you stand in a Molotov, you know you're feeling it. Poison's going back for more. Oh, yeah, no. Bale, get out of there. And he will. Not wanting to overcommit after getting tagged. HellRaisers, an outer play here. I want to see everyone commit. I want to see a full execute with lots of players, not just one or two filtering through. Everyone coming through smokes now for this T side, all over the site. No utility left. And Calix, of course, finding an opening kill with the AWP. It's all too familiar right now. Trade is in, but the bomb is getting dropped. And Angel gets the trade, but they still need the plant. 3-on-3, maybe focus on the frags while these CTs are still in the site. HellRaisers are backed off. They can try and play a mid-round here. Hachi's on the big flank. He's above Popdog. That is being covered by Flarich, though. He should have the kill here. Aiming very high up. And Hachi, ooh, getting a bit of a leg shot there. Just avoiding death. Mibbit's still stuck in the site. Angel can't figure out where he is just yet, but Poison rotating in from the back of B. This is going to be hard. Flarich has actually found himself inside of the B site. Hachi has fallen all the way off.
Angel had this bomb on his back all rounded. He's been waiting for these peaks to come through. He knows the whereabouts of one of these players. It's that far up that he was not ready for. 11-12. Windigo just chaining together round after round since these rifles have come out on the CT side. Yet to be slowed down, yet to be thwarted by the HellRaisers offensive. Buy back in. It's cobbled together by for the T side. They've got some AKs, a Galil, very, very limited in terms of utility. This has either got to be a set piece into A or a B push. And with 3 players over in main, it's feeling like the A play. Angel lining up utility. He's going to be providing the flashbangs as well, but that nade has already found a great return on investment. Mirbit helped out there by Calix. The bomb dropped out in the open, and HellRaisers just running to their demise inside of the A bomb site. It's a shooting range for that AUG up on top of the trains. Not a single flash, not a single smoke to weaken those sight lines.
Ooh. Flarich has been the one, you know, bastion of hope here for HellRaisers, but even so in the 1-on-5 doesn't really feel realistic. Poison's at the back of B as well. He's just jumping, making sure that Flarich isn't already out. Should get spotted sooner rather than later, and there it is, the info and the kill. 12-12, well, this has really closed up tight now, Harry. Windigo have not dropped around in so long. It's got to be 6 in a row now. Stellar stuff from the Windigo gamers as now they look to close out this map, or at least try and get to that position. HellRaisers, where have they gone? They had such a lead, and you know, they've kind of tried everything. They've gone for BXX, they've, you know, split for fast A plays. We've not seen much IV control from them on this T side, but by and large, it's just been wherever they go, the AWP or one of the AWPs is there, and it finds so much damage. And HellRaisers haven't been doing a good job of getting around that. No solution yet. More smokes on this A site. A pistol round where they focus on getting this bomb plant.
Yeah, so finally some utility going in to try and restrict the sight lines of these weapons over towards A. Players getting across as well into the site, and it is that fake Angel already in the connector. That's forced these rotations out from B, and now that penny's going to drop. Haji will win that one gunfight onto Flarich. He's still holding the connector. Missed shot from Poison, but Haji there rewarded for his patience. Poison missing a couple of shots has given Scooby the chance to close the gap, and that cannot be what comes back to punish Windigo in this retake. This shot again, the AWP's just not finding anything in the retake. Bubble's got to do it all, and with a man close to ramp, he almost goes down. Nuki still alive, still fighting, and he keeps on fighting. Calix and Poison, these AWPs, they've had so many opportunities. They've got to connect a shot sometime soon, and nothing's coming through. Poison alone, and Nuki holds his ground. HellRaisers, they're gonna get a 13th. The Deagle too strong for Nuki.
How is it that round that they pick up, Harry? After everything they've tried, it's the Hail Mary into B. Angel with a huge connector flank as well. You know, he doesn't get any kills from it, but what he does get is the attention of that back B-site player, allowing for HellRaisers to get down ramp and get that bomb in position. I think it was Hadji who was distracted by that play. Does eventually cut off the rotate, but Nuki with some huge deagle kills, and now he's got the AWP to play with as well. A big upgrade. He needs to prove it's worth its weight in gold. Taking the AWP down Ivy. Calix is there with one of his own. Mirbit getting mollied. Hadji is pushed up on the ramp with the AWP behind it. And Nuki's just lost all his health from a Molotov. Marriage gonna try and force a kill. He's waiting for the repeak, and Mirbit will feed him. Hadji with a trade. 4-on-4. HellRaisers have a low player. Calix is gonna pick up Angel. Nuki's bailing from Ivy with that kill going the way of Windigo. And a 4-on-3. Crush might be outside in the A site, but they're still down a man.
With Bubble up in heaven, going unaccounted for, there's 3 weapons trained in on this A bomb site. Crush has got a very forward position. Bubble with that peak spots a man. Now they know Bubble's here. As he goes down the ladder, he is just blindsided by Crush, who's already been posted up in that site for a good 20 seconds now. Calix beginning an Ivy flank, but that only just coming through now. You are relying a lot on this finding something, and Nuki's already homed in on the angle. Somehow Calix beats him there in the head-to-head. Him and Poison very much spurred on to go for this one now. Crush has to continue his tear, and he's just missed the timing, but he checks it. And Poison gets removed. It's Calix alone, looking to hold on to the AWP. A 14th round now for HellRaisers.
Yeah, no one will be able to find him after time. This AWP's going to be saved. I wonder if HellRaisers can pick one up, because there has been a double AWP being played by Windigo. They won't be able to find the second AWP, though. So something kept on here, and the money is gone here from Windigo. This is such a rough time. They've pulled this entire comeback to 14-12, and then they get broken by an absolute blind of a round. Great positioning by Crush. He has been exciting to watch as well, getting very deep inside of that site. And, you know, Bubble just not being aware from heaven, just centimeters away from seeing that player on the bomb train. Instead, he gets his window broken. And I don't think they even saw him. I think they just shot the window, and that just scares him so much he falls down, and Crush hears it. Windigo with a pause, trying to work out how to shamble around this economy, I guess. They force by this round that AWP. They're going to have nothing if they lose it, but they've got nothing now, so there's no easy answer to this. You could play for overtime, try an eco, but just having that one AWP is so tempting to buy around it. And yeah, I would have done the same thing. They're going to force. They get a decent buy, to be honest. It doesn't feel like a force, just Bubble on the deagle. Everyone else rifled up here into round number 27. HellRaisers finally getting a breath of fresh air. Can they keep it going?
I mean, they know the implications of this round carries, right? They are very aware that winning this one can push them over the finish line and make it, oh, it's so easy to close out your opponent's map pick. This is such a good position to be in. Poison trying to make a difference with this AWP. Goes aggressive early on over towards Maid. Doesn't spot anyone already in there. Doesn't want to go any further forward. And it's a good thing he decides that. Scooby was keeping an eye on it. Ivy control attempted while some utility goes in towards the B-bomb site. And that's at least drawn, I was going to say a play around, but no. At Windigo, they've decided on the back of seeing that one bit of utility come in towards the halls to rotate Bubble back towards this A bomb site. Flashbang in for Mirbit. That gets him into Pop Dog. Ivy, position that they haven't looked into in a little while. They try and go back in for it, and Poison will be rewarded handsomely with that first kill onto Angel. Nuki's not able to get the trade. That attempt at the bait and switch from HellRaisers gets punished, and Poison, we might have another lights out round from him to keep the dream alive for Windigo. Poison is on a tear. Third kill in the round, and it's only Flarich left. Calyx comes through, and the AWPs are just too strong on the Windigo side.
Every kill comes from an AWP that round, Harry, on the CT side. 5 between Poison and Calyx, 3 for Poison, 2 for the Turkish player. And, I mean, what else do you need if you're Windigo? You know, knight in shining armor coming through in the form of Poison. Such a young player, 20 years old, and he is showing up today in such a huge way. HR with another tactical pause with their backs up against the wall, and Windigo, they win that force buy round, quote unquote. 3 rifles and an AWP. Not really a force buy, but that was everything they had. That was all their money put in. They had to do it, or the game was likely lost off the back of that. They would have been on a pistol force to play against 15. Well, now they're the ones potentially to get 15 first. HellRaisers only just holding this victory, and they're going to take an eco as well. Nuki's on an AWP with no armor. We have pistols, CZs, Deegs. This is a messy buy. Flarich on a solo AK. HellRaisers, let's see what they can make do with it. Going towards his B bomb site makes a lot of sense. They've only got 1 belt of utility.
And if they go now, they catch a timing where it's only Hadji here. He's got to hold the line, and hold the line he shall. Hadji's pumped the brakes. Poison's come in for the save, and it's only Scooby left. Windigo about to tie things up 14 all. Scooby, 27 points of health, and all that's left for him to do is do the honorable thing and go down fighting. HellRaisers, they were so close to having the right... I mean, they made the right decision. They go towards the B bomb site. Hadji was the only man there. It's the limited utility. It's not having any way of getting him off of that ramp angle that comes back to hurt them so badly.
Poison's just going to hit the shot. Oh! I guess you should always watch the clutch, sir. I'm learning that the hard way.
Say it again. Say it again.
Poison's going to hit this shot.
Oh, well, I thought it was going to work. I thought that was the magic charm. But sadly not. Windigo, they will hold on to that one, only losing 1 man. AWP was still saved, so that's lessened the blow of having to rebuy in this round. And now a tied game, a game that's going the distance, a game where overtime is still on the cards. However, the winner of this round sets themselves up nicely to take this map, especially if your name is Windigo. They've got some residual cash at least, whereas HellRaisers do not.
Oh.
However, opener found for Nuki, and a big kill. Now Scooby's position becomes that much more valuable, and Poison, missed shot. He's got to be the hero again for Windigo. This time, he doesn't have teammates around him. He's not defending a bomb site. He's forced out into the open, and it's Hadji alone, running for the hills, trying to hold on to this M4. If he's able to get away with it, that is huge for Windigo. It means they should have a full buy looking into that 15-14 scoreline at the very, very least.
All the rounds here for this best of 3 series, Harry, and you wouldn't want it any other way. HellRaisers driving to the finish line. Windigo, they're in park. And Hadji, he will get away with this gun unless Flarich gets around this corner, or vice versa. Ooh, it's close, but not spotted. Ooh, okay, now it is spotted. Now it's getting dangerous. He's got to be careful, but there's no one else coming from the other side, so Hadji gets away with the M4. It's something here. I'm surprised HellRaisers don't dedicate more for the chase, right? Like, I guess they want their own money and they don't have any leftover cash, but they could have sent 1 or 2 players and had, you know, guns to drop over. Either way, they win the round. And that's what matters here, Harry.
This kill is huge, and then Scooby just taxiing his way down Olaf, able to mop up everybody towards that A side of the map. Windigo, tactical pause called in. They're heading into round number 30 with the intention to take this one to overtime. They want this to go the distance. This is their map pick. and they had HellRaisers at breaking point.
Yeah.
I mean, either team has had either team at breaking point, it feels like.
It really sucks for Windigo, who have pulled this game back into this scoreline, and then they get collateraled by Scooby. That's got to hurt. Whatever your game plan is goes out the window at that point. Poison running into A, just hoping he can hit some shots, but there's just too many Ts, too many Ts. And now Windigo, round number 30, all to play for here. It's 16-14 or overtime for the first map of this series. Poison's got the AWP, he's taking it towards B. HellRaisers definitely going to hit the A site again. B has been horrible for them all game long, so go towards that out of play. Poison going to bring his AWP into this fight. He gets mollied forward though, doesn't decide to back off, just commits. Flaric, oh, not interested in going back for more. Poison will be able to escape, and I'm sure he'll rotate towards A after not spotting anything here. He's been very quick to meander between the bomb sites. Although that bomb is going into the halls. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Scooby can't decide. He's going to drop it and just take control alone. It's an A play. I was right after all. I should never doubt myself.
Yeah, you're bang on, Hugo. And this now, with 4 players for Windigo in the A site, HellRaisers, they would be walking into the more stacked one of the two, and actually it might not be the A play after all. Maybe you shouldn't believe in yourself.
This is a fake. They've got utility here just to throw a bunch of grenades. It's going to end with them coming back down Pop Dog and going for this outer play.
I love it. Said with confidence, I'm getting you believe it. Let's see. Molotov down into Pop. That bomb retreat.
What are you talking about, Harry?
Oh, that bomb's been picked back up at least. Nuki, he's got it. Hang on. Now down into Pop.
Oh, dear.
I
don't even know.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. It's a B fake. They're coming down Pop, Harry. I was right. I just 4 in Pop. That is a ballsy call from HellRaisers, but they caught Mirbit out of position. He was rotating towards B. Everyone was. Bubble gets a kill, but he gets dinked as he falls back. Calyx, huge kill down on Ivy. Man advantage for Windigo, but it's going to have to be a bomb plant. 7 seconds. They got to stick it. Calyx can stop this entire round here and now, and he has killed Crush. He's opened up the possibility for this retake. Flaric responding from the Pop Dog, and Nuki with a quick shot. He's dinked. It's a 2-on-2.
Oh, Nuki! Another kill found, and now Haji throwing into a clutch. This felt like it was Windigo's round. This was the round to get it back to overtime. Haji's not able to find it, however, and HellRaisers, they'll strip Windigo's map pick away. They close it out 16-14.